at all.
Yeah. But do you think that in a marriage, you're in the Bible and all that, in a
He not in
marriage?
a marriage though. Q.
No,
That's not a
no,
marriage. That's a
no.
conversation.
I'm just talking like in a marriage. Do you think if a man cheats on his wife, does that make him less of a man if he believes in monogamy? If him and his wife have an agreement, they pled vows and they believe in the monogamy stuff, does that make him less of a man for stepping out on his vows, his wife?
No.
Okay.
It just makes him a liar. That's it.
Yeah, it don't make you less of a man.
Men are
Is it the same
liars.
for women?
Yeah.
If a person walks outside and they lie, does it make you less of a human?
That no, because that's different. We're talking about vows. You pledged vows to this woman. Like,
Yeah, okay. So
He
it
just
makes
lied.
you
That's all.
it makes you fallible, and it makes you a person that needs to be held accountable. But I don't think it makes you less than a man. You're still a man.
I mean, I'm just asking. I don't know what it is to be a man. What it all
Because a
takes.
person
Isn't
because
a
a
man
person.
honorable, respectful?
I
What
think
Okay,
if
characteristics
you're
you
lying,
can put
I
some
know
more
about
labels
mine?
on it.
there's a major
People have so
difference.
many definitions of what a man is. You can't
There
really.
there is
What
you're
does the
not
Bible
going to
say?
take a person's manhood because
Well,
you may not
what
necessarily
gives a
agree with
person
the
their
way that they
manhood?
live. You may not
Well,
necessarily agree with the decision that they made at that time. Okay,
well,
all right.
move it
So
away
okay,
from
wait.
manhood.
Who
Let's
gives a man
explore
their
it, right?
manhood?
Move it
Let's say
away
he
from manhood.
Other
wait.
men.
Let's say he cheated and he messed up, right? And let's say that we agree. Okay, Q, I'm gonna give it to you. He's no longer a man or he's less than a man. Does he ever get to recoup? At what point and what does he have to do to then recover his manhood that he lost?
I mean, I don't know. I think that
Well,
there's some people in today's society make them less of a man. A pedo, if you're into that shit, you are less of a man in my eyes.
No. Stop, Q. We're gonna
well,
stay with the example that you used.
That's
He
why I don't
cheated,
know.
he cheated.
Uh-huh.
Now he's less of a man to the people in people's eyes. Can he become more of a man? And what does he have to do to then become more of a man?
I don't know. I don't know the characteristics of what a man is in y'all's eyes. I don't know. That's why I'm asking y'all questions. Isn't a
well,
That's
man
what
supposed
I'm
to be
wondering. I'm
honorable?
trying to understand where the stance is because if a guy is less
uh,
of what y'all are saying or based off of the standards that y'all set for what a man should be, how does he then recover his manhood?
I don't know. Y'all
well,
tell
that's
me. The men.
Anybody
Y'all
The
are
anybody
men.
word man is subjective, is what it is.
well, that's I don't.
anybody? Does he
I
have to stay faithful for an extended period of time? If she divorces him, does he have to then stay faithful for the entire time when he gets remarried in order to regain his man? I'm just wondering, like, what makes a man less of a man, and then what makes a man more of a man is all I'm wondering.
Well, that's why I think that question is kind of stupid because I think it makes a person less of a less respectable, whether you're a man or a woman. If you do something like lie or cheat or defraud or anything that's deemed, disrespectful, I think is different than being less of a man. I don't think you're less of a man for cheating or for doing something crazy. I think people may lose respect or look at you differently, maybe not look at you, less of a man. That's what I just wanted to say.
So
I wouldn't
what?
look at
So wait, in y'all's
am I
eye,
making
y'all.
sense?
Let's ask the men. In y'all's eyes, is there anything a man can do to make him less of a man?
Guzzle Skittles.
What?
What?
You can't say that type of stuff online, so you gotta read
You
between the
can say
lines.
whatever you want here, I think,
Oh, you can?
according to Anton,
What
right?
would make you less of a man is messing with other men.
There
I
you
think it's
go. That's what I was
I
trying
think
to
it's what
say.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay, he's
right with
basically
that.
saying that
He's
In the
gay?
window.
if you're gay, that you're less of a man. You can say your word gay, bro.
if you
Is he less of a man or is he less respectable? Is there a difference between that?
Both.
Or no? I'm asking.
In that situation, it's both.
So okay.
Yeah. There's no
I
coming
don't.
back from it. Once you
I
do
don't
it,
look.
you're forever done.
Well, okay.
You
Well,
can't make that up.
With what Quinn said, I agree with that. And also, if you prey on the weak, like kids and stuff, in any kind of way, you're less of a man. You're not even a man.
There you go.
You're not even a human to me at that point.
There you
Like
go.
I
I give you
line
that.
you up, and put one in you, and then one will
I give you
holler.
that.
So it's certain stuff that you can do. It ain't shaking back from. You do anything, the kids or the elderly, things of that nature, you're well beneath a man. You're scum, actually.
Yeah.
Um,
I give you that. Certain shit
I
you
don't
can't
know, man.
no matter what.
I don't know. I just
I
don't.
think
I
it
think that
depends on
that's a
what you
difficult
determine what's a
question to
man or
answer.
not.
I think that's a difficult question to answer. I don't really know where the line is drawn
Yeah,
between.
man is being a man is semantic. Semantic. I
That's a
mean,
very difficult question.
Yeah, it
I
really
don't know how to
determines
answer that.
like
it's subjective. Everybody has a different definition of what a man is. So
That's
there's
why
no way you can actually put an actual label on what a man is because everybody thinks differently.
I asked,
Yeah,
the difference between respectable and a man.
but I would say universally, for the most part, what I said that once you cross over, it's most men they not going. You're not. Hey, it is what it is.
I
I
think
might
that
be.
there's much worse things than some of the things that y'all name. For me, I don't think the things that y'all name is even remotely um, as bad.
What could be worse than
Not
that?
even a little bit. What's worse than being gay?
No, being a pedo.
Well, no. Let's go to the gay part.
Oh,
I think that people that sell drugs in a community is worse than a gay person. I think
hmm.
that somebody that takes somebody else's life um, that wasn't in self defense is less than a gay person. I think that people that it's plenty of things that I can name right off the top of my head that's way worse. I think that what we communicating right now is what we feel. Like we caught up in our feelings and we not caught up in truth. I think that y'all see people that do some of the worst things in the world to y'all communities and y'all let it ride and y'all celebrate that shit every single day. So I don't that's why it's difficult to answer this question because people answer it based off of how they feel. Y'all
Right.
see people and y'all celebrate it, and that's why this culture is absolutely fucking trash because the stuff that y'all think defines, or that y'all would let slide, but then y'all don't let slide on other things. I think that it's hypocritical all across the board. I don't get listen. I don't care for somebody else's lifestyle as far as what they do. If you gay, like I don't agree with that shit at all. But at the same time, I don't really care enough for what you do in your bedroom. I just don't want you advertising it, and I don't want you trying to convince it in society and making it a cultural norm to where now my daughter can't go in the bathroom and all of that other type of shit. That's one way, right? But then I think that in a direct way, if you selling drugs to your community and you poisoning your own people and you taking the lives of other people and you terrorizing your neighbors and you doing the thing that's worse for the people that surround you, that's way less of a person of a human being than a gay person, in my opinion. So,
Is all the fault placed on the person that's selling the drug?
yep.
I think it comes down to the value that you're actually bringing to the world or what you're taking away from it. So I think in the case of like somebody selling drugs, it's like you know what that does. You know what I mean? So just like if you decide to go sell drugs, you know what you're bringing into the world or what you're
What
taking
about the
away
person
from it.
that's taking the drug? They don't know. They don't have no responsibility at all.
It falls on
We all
both,
have
but you're
our
still
own
also selling
individual
the drug to that
responsibility.
person.
Say it again.
I said it falls on both, but at the end of the day, you know what selling drugs does to people or just in general in the community. So it's like, yeah, we can put it on the person who's buying the drugs, but at the same time, you're also selling it to them. They can't buy it if you don't sell it.
That's kind of like the woman situation with the opening the leg.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You have to take
I'm a
responsibility
little
as an
bit smart.
individual.
I'm a little bit smart.
You're exactly right. You was about to take. You took the words right out of my mouth. You can't absolve them of responsibility and then blame it on somebody else. Nobody put it in your hands and made you sell it.
Right.
Next question.
Well. Did y'all figure out
What a
what
man
makes
is.
like this is a question I thought about this weekend. If a man doesn't have like a father figure, right? Where does he go or like how does he figure out what he needs to do to become a man?
There's a
Probably
Trial and
whole
error.
there's a whole world that he can glean from to figure that out.
the world to
There's men
become
in
a
the
man.
world that there's a world that anybody, you're a preacher, a teacher, there's
Coach.
coach, you don't It's not necessary.
uncles.
Yeah, I think throughout of a boy's
Yeah, I
life or
learned
man's
it's
life,
all in
he's
there.
going to find some people.
Okay.
When I first came to the military, I got a really good mentor that showed me a lot. I mean, you can find mentors and stuff everywhere, any walk of life. Just male mentors.
Okay. I just
Because let's
wanted
be
to.
true, even if you have a dad, your dad's not going to teach you everything. You're gonna
That's a
get some.
fact.
Yeah, but
what I
you
mean?
know that it's an impact having a father in the household. Like it's a major impact difference with a father being in the household than not a father in the household for a woman or a boy. Like it's definitely needed. So it's like for a woman, a mother is definitely needed because how I'm gonna know how to cater, nurture, and love if I don't have a mother, and a father. If I don't see a father, how am I supposed to know what it looks like for a man to love a woman if it's in a good household? Like my first love, as I said, is my daddy. So that's definitely needed. If a man is like we talked about it last week about these baby mama households, right? How women can't raise sons. So where are these sons supposed to go to if they don't have the father figure, if they don't have the uncles, if they don't have the military? Like what? They supposed to pick up a book, come on YouTube and talk to Anton Daniels? Like where where are they
There's
supposed to
been
go
there's been
to?
plenty of amazing men raised by mothers, and they're fine.
I never said that, but is it the majority?
I don't
We're
know.
making
I don't know the
we're,
majority of the
Who told you that, Quentin?
like why are you about this? I've seen dudes I'm letting that they daddy ain't around and they're good dudes.
Is that the minority or the majority?
I don't
yeah.
know them. I don't. The people are the
I
minority. I
mean,
guess.
how do
I
you
don't know the
know
majority
though?
of
But did
men,
they
but
have
How,
uncles? Did they have grandparents? Did
how
they
do you
have
know that they're
men?
good? How do you know?
I don't know. But this is if a man ain't there, then you're off the rails. It's not the truth.
I know people don't like stats, but the stats say that when
I
a
know it's
child,
better and everything
yeah,
works out better in the end, but there's anomalies and people do it. Like, what if your dad died and you ain't got nobody? You just fuck for life.
no, but see, we can't base our points off exceptions. We got to go off what the majority, because exceptions are just that, they are exceptions.
Okay,
And
you're right.
the reality is simply that with a father, often in most cases, the kids do just as well as with both parents.
I don't agree with that.
We just well, we don't have to agree, but the stats
I
are.
know the stats. I know the stats.
He's red pill. He got them
No,
all.
I don't know about
All
No.
that
the
though,
talking
bro.
points.
We don't
All
have
of
to agree. We don't have to agree, but I'm not making it up though.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait. You said with a father, what happens?
Well,
not
with the mother and the father. First of all, without the father and just the mom, that kid at almost every statistical disadvantage. With the mother and the father, the kid is almost going to perform just as equal as with just the father. So
Just the
just the
part.
father,
Wait, wait, wait,
in the,
wait, 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 wait. How do you know? Okay, and what's
I
in
didn't,
what category?
there's
raising children.
being successful in life. That
They
Like
kid,
say a
how?
single.
Do they wait? Do they measure that against the possibility of them having to take out student loans?
and I don't know what metrics they use for the stats. Not gonna lie, but
Do they measure that as a result of the particular field that they choose in order to study in order to be successful?
they just said they just better off. Like I said, I don't know the metrics of the stats. No idea, but better off.
I
Better
don't
off.
believe that. I don't believe that.
What they say that single fathers and are raised children just as good as a two-parent household. That's what the stat is.
In what way? In what category?
I don't know, but that's what
Cause
all
see,
these
when we
regular
have a
people say.
conversation
Hey,
about a conversation about single parent households or being raised by their mother versus being raised in a two parent household, we can say they're less likely to go to jail. We can say that they're less likely to need therapy, less likely to join a gang. We could substantiate the argument with real.
We didn't say
Y'all can't just give me a general overview and tell me to believe that shit. I don't believe that shit.
the
It's
red pill
impossible,
people say
right?
it.
Because
I don't know.
I can
I
pull
They
up
don't,
a
I
say
study.
don't, I don't believe that shit. Let me tell you something, bro.
what that single fathers are raised good people.
Let me
No.
tell you something. It's impossible because it's impossible for you.
A
It's
single
impossible
father?
for you as a man to be able to be the end all be all for that child, especially if you got a
Oh,
daughter.
okay.
Especially if you got a daughter.
I
I
didn't know.
can't even be the man that I need to be in my own household because I don't have the freedom to be able to work the way I'm supposed to work. They don't see how it is that I treat their mother, right? They don't even know what to look for as far as how a man is supposed to treat a woman. There's so many things that you need to do and see and context that's added as a result of it. And I don't really know how y'all substantiate what being successful looks like as far as a man raising a child by himself. And I'm assuming that, yeah, a man raising a child by himself is much more successful than a woman raising a child by herself. But you, in no way, shape, or form, can you tell me that it's equal to two parents in a household raising a child.
And I highly
No
doubt
fucking way. No fucking
especially
way.
for a girl, especially like that girl gonna come out masculine as hell, especially if that daddy masculine. Like I don't.
Or fucked up. I mean,
You think so?
Yeah, being around
Yeah.
if you around a manly man and you're not around like nurturing, caring, like where is she gonna get those abilities from?
or
She gonna be
or
fighting.
for
She gonna be fighting men. No I'm playing.
or
I
I
don't.
think it
stoic.
depends on the way she's raised.
No, well, because even like I don't know if it your experiences, but like my parents were together. But my dad was, he was in Vietnam. He was a boomer. He was very stoic, very quiet. He was the man of the house, but he wasn't much of a father. He didn't believe in raising his children, so he wasn't really present. So even though I had two parents, I like, never felt like I had a father in the household. So I don't always I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, but I don't always think a two-parent household is
So he was there, but he wasn't there, basically.
yeah, and he was like that for my sister and my brother too. So I think boomers or men who went to the military or couldn't deal with their shit or just were, like I said, very stoic, very matter of fact, and disassociated from family. I don't think they make the best fathers even though they stay in a marriage either. That's just my opinion though. I don't have stats for that.
Well,
That could be an individual based thing, though,
No.
depending on what kind of man he is.
Like, do you think stoic fathers, just generally, are make good parent? Do you have to be involved as a father to have good outcomes? Just opinions, your opinions.
I would say so.
I don't think so.
Not like super involved, like a helicopter dad or
Involved in
anything.
some kind of way.
It's
No,
You
because
have to
he's
be
supposed to be
some
working.
type of impression on your child.
The daddy's
Yeah,
supposed to be working. What are you doing?
yeah, but you have to instill some type of impression on the child in some kind of way. Even if you're not physically there, but you're always working, you're still giving the child some type of impression, like, oh, my dad is a hard worker. My dad makes sure he takes care of the family. So you're still giving that child some type of impression of a father, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
No,
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Even if you're not there, but you're working.